So this is more differentiation of the archetype fundamentally. So you see the dragon of chaos here, that potential manifesting itself into this ambivalent feminine figure, both promise and threat. And then I've mapped this one out, so the ambivalent feminine figure, so sort of multivalent, gives rise to the positive mother, and then the positive mother gives birth to the hero. And that's Hercules there. And this, I like this image a lot. So Hercules is in this container, so that's, you can interpret that both as something feminine, the container, but also as a representative of culture, because it's a boat that's floating on the chaotic ocean here. So that's Hercules. He has to be in a container that sustains him in the murky water of chaos. And you see, he's going out into the unknown, and he's got a lion skin on. And that's partly because one of the initiation rituals for young men, when there were lions, say in the Middle East, and that wasn't very long ago, is that you had to go out and kill a lion with a spear or with a bow and arrow or something like that. It's like, that's, you know, impressive, all things considered. I mean, you really think about that for a minute. You really want to go out and try to kill a lion with a stick? It's like, you probably wouldn't be quite the same after you did that. That would be my guess. And so anyway, so there's Hercules. He's got his lion skin on, and that shows that he's assimilated to the lion, the dominant sort of animal, and that he's also mastered it. And he's got his bow and arrow, so he's going to hit the target properly. He's someone who doesn't sin because he can hit the center of the target. And he's got this club, which I really like because it's covered with eyes, just like Marduk, the Mesopotamian hero. Well, what do you want to do when you go out into the unknown? It's like, arm yourself and pay attention. And so that's what you're trying to produce if you're a good mother, is this figure that can go out into the unknown armed, accurate, and able to pay attention. And that's a hell of a thing to participate in. It's really fun. I found having children incredibly entertaining. It's a ridiculously entertaining thing to do, because for a bunch of reasons. One is that it's the only relationship you'll ever have in your life where you actually have a chance of establishing something that's close to perfect is with your kids. Because when they're delivered to you, so to speak, they're in some sense they're perfect. And your job is to maintain that perfection if you can. And you do that by being a good parent, by being encouraging, by being on their side, by taking care of them. And you can have an absolutely pristine relationship with the child. That doesn't mean it's not full of trouble, because it is. But it can easily be the best relationship you'll ever have in your life. And in fact, I think it can be the worst too. And you know, sometimes you get unlucky and your child is sick mentally or physically and things fall apart, and it's not your fault. And sometimes it is your fault, but it's a real gift. And you have to play this game of protection and encouragement, right? Protection and encouragement, and get that dynamic right. And then you help someone develop into something that's, well, exactly this, that can take on the trouble of the world forthrightly. And man, that's what you want. That'll make it worthwhile, that's for sure.